If anybody had told me that I would make advances on my husband and you would, react that way.
Let me put it like this. At the end of the day, I was bringing out my phone to browse. I was saying like, come, there needs to be like a website that has like a manual of like step-by-step guide. What is all this?
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Norma Odidi and you are
Yehuda Odidi.
And together we are the Odidis. Remember what I said in the last video we did together? Now when it's two of us, it's our channel. Yeah.
So it's NYO TV right now.
Neo TV. Yeah.
Neo.
Yes. So as you can tell from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about our wedding night, some of the things that went down that we think is worth sharing or that we think are worth sharing, and some of the high expectations we had about physical intimacy. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to, I'm not going to lie, entertain, because I think that there are some things that we're going to share that you guys are going to find funny, but it's also just to put more information out there so that people who are yet to get married, I feel like, so our story, there are so many other videos on wedding nights, but that it can, like all these videos, my hope is that they can help to form a balanced expectation / education, moving forward. Of course, not everybody's story will be the same. Okay, yeah. So do you have anything to say?
Well, I don't have anything to say now as we progress.
Okay, so rewind back, to the day we got married on 20th of December.
It was a beautiful Saturday.
Was it 20th of December? It's not 20th of December or 19th December.
It was 19th December 2020.
2020, yes.
Beautiful Saturday morning that dragged into evening.
Yes. So, okay. We waited with each other to be physically intimate, in that way, in that fellowshipping kind of way. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie to you guys. That was what was on my mind, throughout that day. I was just like, finally, seriously, I was just like, finally, we get to have that freedom. And I think that was even one of the things that also propelled our decision to get married. Would you like to share some light on that? That feeling of wanting to be one, that desire of wanting to be one in the flesh. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so as like you said, I think someone asked me a question about this, something related, but basically, when you guys have been like close for a while, you and your partner have been close before marriage, getting more intimate now, non-physically, especially like if you do communication the right way, like you guys just keep getting closer and closer. You begin to share lives with each other and all of that. So it reaches a level where, like every fiber of your being is ready to be united, to become one. Like that's like just how I can describe it. I'm not just talking like only sex. Am I allowed to say that word?
Yes, I think so. Or you can say physical intimacy.
Yeah, I'm not just talking about like physical intimacy. I mean, like, yes, that is the means and the way, but like you just want to become fully united with this person and become one. You want to have one life, like you want to share your life fully with this person. So that really
that was one of the things that propelled us.
We need to get married.
That there's no point, especially since we were sure about each other. There was no point, and we're having all these things because it's just torture. Even the Bible says that a desire granted is like a tree of life, but expectation, hope deferred makes the heart sick. But a fulfilled desire is like a tree of life. You get? So there's no point. We felt like there was no point building intimacy, like emotional intimacy. You get and other types, and then it was just torture basically. Yeah. So back to what I was saying, so for that day I was excited, and before the wedding we had discussed some of our expectations. I don't know if it's time to say that. We were discussed like, okay, are you expecting anything to happen that day? And we're like, we're not. He was like, there's no pressure. You get, like, there's no pressure for anything to happen, because we had both our traditional and our white wedding on the same day, so we felt like we will most likely be tired. Plus, our wedding happened within a very short period of time. We got engaged in June. We were not even planning on having a wedding that year until probably like the next year or something. And then as things just happened, our introduction was October. We still did not have any plan of having any wedding that year. The next thing, that was how we planned the wedding and got married by December. Like, everything happened so quickly. So we were not putting any pressure. He said that there was no pressure.
If anything, sir, me, I was just looking forward to, like, I beg, let this thing pass, let man rest.
Yeah. So me, my excitement, we're in the car, we drove to where we were going to spend our honeymoon, and my chief bridesmaid, I had only one bridesmaid for my wedding, and the person, who drove us.
Be a stranger before.
Drove us, and I was just like, yes, as you guys are just helping us with this box, like, please, can you just leave? Like, bye-bye.
Like, they helped us carry stuff into the room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, bye.
And everything. You get, like, I was like, finally, I get to express all that longing.
And she couldn't wait, I guess, for them to leave. It was literally, as they're leaving, she's closing the door. I'm not even sure if she had even locked the door first.
Exactly.
Like, the first thing on my mind, like, even just security-wise, like, being security guard, like, close the door, lock. This one, just close the door, just talk with me with one.
And the next thing, I just turned to this young man here. He was still in his wedding suit, and I think I was like making him. I think I held you. I was trying to go for it. I think a kiss.
She came in for a kiss, and I was just like, I just froze up.
Jesus. Oh no. My God.
And then she tried, and then she stopped, and she looked at me. She's like, what's going on?
Like, that was not. See, if anybody had told me that I would make advances on my husband and you would, react that way. So at first I was a bit hurt, but then I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know, this is my person. I wasn't hurt to the point of, oh, I'm angry, how could you, or anything like that. Because something that I think that also helped was that some of the videos that I watched or people I had listened to, one thing that they had all said was, don't have too high expectations, you get, which is also something that I'll advise you if you're watching.
Keep an open mind.
Exactly, keep an open mind.
Willing and open for whatever.
Yes, exactly. So that you don't end up being too disappointed, okay? Yeah, so just keep an open mind. Don't have all these high expectations and fantasies and things. Yeah, so when I saw the look on his face, I was like, wow. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I expected him to, be exactly like
be the typical image of a man.
Exactly.
I'm not a man of law.
That's what I expected. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we went into the room, because where we did our honeymoon was like a mini apartment or something. It was like a parlor and a room, so I think we went into the room, right? Yeah.
I could see you were hurt.
Yeah.
And then I think I started like trying to comfort you. I was like, okay, let's go to the room.
Let's true. Like, he tries to comfort me. I say, oh, sorry, it's not as if I don't want you.
Yes. Like, it's not that I don't want you.
Yes. Which really helped, actually. Yeah. Yes. So what was the issue? Why were you like that?
I don't know. I guess I was just all up in my own feelings, if I should put it like that. I was processing so many things. Like, I know that it's your wedding day, and what's supposed to be on your mind. The only thing is your wife. You're supposed to see the bride coming in white and cry. And all of that. I'm telling you, see, from the wedding down to the
reception.
If I even at the reception, I tried a bit to liven up and be in the moment. But I was processing things, just dealing with things that even I couldn't explain. I couldn't really explain. I was just processing life. life.
Yeah.
I had emotional stuff to process.
Like,
you know.
yeah. And I think probably just the whole severity of the decision that we had just made. Do you think that had anything to do with how you were feeling? Like, oh my God, finally we are
Sorry.
husband and wife. You know?
No.
Okay, that had nothing to do with it.
I don't think so. I don't know if I should say this or how to say this, but
Say it, just
Like-
talk and be open.
I almost felt emotionless, you know? And that's kind of pretty much what I was dealing with. I was like, is this normal? Is something wrong with me? You know, that kind of bothered me a bit. So I think that was largely what I was trying to process. Like, what happened to me all of a sudden? Like, I wasn't exactly emotional. Like, I wasn't in touch with my emotions. I don't know how to explain that. I almost couldn't feel my emotions, you know, within that period all of a sudden. Prior to that, see, the same way she felt, I felt like, oh God. Like, who even needs a wedding? Just ask me, do I do it? And please allow us. Just say man and wife and let's go, you know.
Yeah.
And then that period came and I was just... Anyhow, so that was that. And I tried to explain all of that to her, what I was going through, what I had been going through. And then, like, you know, like, I just involved her in my world, my processes, and she calmed down. She was like, oh yeah, I noticed, you know, at the wedding, I could see your face.
Yeah.
The reception.
Yes.
I was like, I tried at the reception. We will talk about reception now.
I'm going to please permission to put the clip of you dancing at our
It's
wedding.
not allowed. It's prohibited.
Oh, please, no.
That does not exist. Put it in. So, yeah, I explained all of that to her, and because I was communicating with her, I think we were able to connect, like, on that level, you know, like, it became sweet, an intimate, sweet connection, like, oh, I'm pouring and releasing into her, she was receiving me well.
That was our first test as a married couple.
Yeah, I guess. I was even, like, a bit scared or worried of, like, telling her this stuff, because I was like, would she freak out? Would she think, this boy, you don't actually love me, you deceived me, I'm married to me.
Yes.
You know, like, I was bothered because even myself, I couldn't explain what all that meant. Like, why am I not in touch with my emotions? Where are my emotions? But thank God, I've learned that love is not emotions. Learn it now and no peace.
Yeah.
All right, so when she received me, like, in fact, honeymoon now officially started from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I think after that we took a shower or something. We didn't take a shower.
We did.
Okay.
I'm just like one of the best.
And I was just like, the whole thing was just like, it was surreal to me. Like, you know, and it was actually cool. I was expecting that I was going to be shy, awkward. I was like, oh no. Surprisingly, it was as if I've known you my whole life. I was so comfortable.
We had built, like, such a great level of friendship.
Yes.
And, like, I don't know, acceptance. Like, we knew how to be safe around each other. Like, I was safe with you, you were safe with me. So it wasn't even a hard transition. We could easily just move into that. My first time seeing you like that, your first time seeing me like that, and there was nothing awkward. It was just safe.
It was just natural, normal, you know.
We need to do part 2 shower.
I'm serious. See, guys, I totally advocate for a honeymoon, because it's that time where you get to rest. Like, see, even if you don't go to fancy places or anything, but it's that time where your world kind of shuts down, you know.
It's like the pandemic.
Yes.
Like, the world stands still for you. You know, like, for that period, nobody's calling you to ask for anything. Like, you are free. You don't owe anybody anything. Like, you're free for that period of time.
Yeah.
It's just you.
And you just get to rest.
Wife,
like, you have 24 hours for the number of days
bliss.
you guys. I'm telling you.
Bliss.
It's bliss. Yes. Yeah, so I think after we took a shower and everything, what did we even do, safe? I don't know.
I think we just, like, enjoy. We just lay down in bed, like, just enjoy each other's company. We chatted, we cuddled, we laughed, we recounted the day.
Yes.
Counted some money. When we ate, we went to, right? You know, we just took a stroll.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, to a store. Bought some snacks, spoiled ourselves very well.
Yeah.
It's just like, we're just cruising and enjoying each other's company, put it like that.
Yeah, and I think also when we came back, we now, like, okay, I think we had now gotten comfortable, I guess, and everything. So at what point did you start telling me about how you were just missing your siblings?
Okay, now that was very unexpected. So this is part of the things they don't tell you about wedding, especially if you are not an only child. It hits me so hard, bam, that I've left my brothers forever. Like, I'm not going back to the house. Like, we used to crash, at my brother's place.
Yeah.
Back before he was based in Kaduna, we'd all crash at my place. When he became based in Kaduna, we all crash in his place. Like sleepover, indefinite sleepover. So it just occurred to me that the end, no more. I can't go and do sleepover at my brother's house anymore. Who will I leave at home? Like they can't come and do sleepover in my room or my bed. Like, it was so, like did I sit on the floor? That's like I think I sat on the floor. Like I felt so like what?
Guys, like
I felt separated from my family.
Everything that I did not expect to happen on my honeymoon, the first night happened. Like in my mind, this man will be all about me, like adoring me, cannot wait to just get down to business with me. And here he was just telling me, oh my God,
so heavy,
I miss my brothers, like a baby, like
the gravity. It just a sense of finality just came. Don't hit me. I'm not going back to their house.
Hi.
I'm not going to be with them anymore. When the Bible says he leaves his father and mother, it does not only father, it leaves his family and brother.
And brothers.
What? Like I felt almost lonely, not lonely, but like alone from my brothers, like that was so emotional for me. In fact, I must confess, the very next day I went to go and visit them. And normally my brothers and I were not really like the mushy kind of guys. We don't really do hugs and all of that. We hug, but our parents don't. But it's not really us like hey, alpha.
But when they saw each other,
I mean, without words, we actually like we held.
Hi, and I think even Yehoshua too. You could see the emotion on his face.
Like, yeah, you are feeling exactly what I'm feeling too. Like
yes.
Wow, that was deep. Nobody told me about that.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Okay, so back to the actual wedding night and everything. Yeah, so we showered, ate, and did all the other things that we told you we did. And at the end, we now tried to,
I tried to enjoy marriage.
Yes, we tried to enjoy marriage, And let's just say things did not go as we expected it to.
What did you expect?
Seriously, like I feel like we need to do a separate video. Just like this video will not be too long.
Let me put it like this. At the end of the day, I was bringing out my phone to browse.
Oh wow! I can't believe that happened.
I was saying like, come, there needs to be like a website that has like a manual of like step by step guide. What is all this?
Oh my goodness!
What is pent up action like? No, you can't frustrate me like this.
Oh my goodness!
These are not just working out.
Seriously.
Let's just say that there was we needed the GPS navigation. So navigation system we needed to update.
Yeah. But basically, what that night taught me, and after we just did some other stuff, and we're just like, what, we're tired. Let's call it a night. Yeah. We have the rest of our lives to figure this out. Please. Right now, I'm telling you, and I think, are you sure we didn't watch a movie that night?
I can't remember. We probably did
or something. Yeah.
I think we did actually.
Yeah. Like that first night was just a night of like exploring, you know, like just finally unveiling, things that we have been trying not to involve in, and then just exploring the whole package. Just like, oh wow, just basically that freedom. You get reveling in that freedom to just explore, basically.
Just learn,
just learning. Just say, so this is what an ear looks like.
This is what this does.
Yeah, like nice.
Strange. She can be like so different from a woman's body. Just like
I was
to me,
fascinated, like a child with a toy, like
With a
wow,
toy, I know, right?
you know, like there's just this peace. You are not scared. You're not committing any crime. Like you know that you have the backing of God too. That was how I felt, you know, like. And there's just that freedom. It was pure. Thank you very much. It was pure, yes. So that just that freedom, basically. Yeah. So I believe that waiting is definitely worth waiting for. It may not be perfect, like it may not just go like you see it.
And it doesn't have to.
Yes, and it doesn't have
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yes, but it doesn't in any way take away from the beauty of the experience, because at the end of the day, intimacy is the goal. It's the intimacy, and intimacy isn't just physical. You get it starts emotionally, spirit wise.
It starts before.
It starts before the bedroom,
physical.
exactly before intimacy. Yeah, before the physical.
Intimacy begins non-physical.
Yes,
like that.
Yes. That's just like a culmination of everything, like the peak, the
it
apex.
Now manifests physically.
Yeah.
So you start building it, it's not physical.
Yeah.
And then it now manifests.
Yeah.
Physically.
Like there's just this peace. You are not scared. You're not committing any crime. Like you know that you have the backing of God too. That was how I felt, you know, like. And there's just that freedom. It was pure. Thank you very much. It was pure, yes. So that just that freedom, basically. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that was nice. I won't lie. Like, I keep saying that one of the best experiences, you know, for me, like after the wedding event itself, was just like that feeling, that knowing that henceforth this girl is not going back anywhere, like to our father's house, you know. Before. Once it's 4 p.m., anywhere we are in this world, we start running express, the fastest means of transport to get her back home before 5. You know, but like that evening when we took that stroll, it was like 6 p.m. towards 7. I just had this feeling of like,
and you even told me
she's not going anywhere anymore.
Like,
in fact, if anything, henceforth, once it's 5 p.m., she will be running from wherever she is to come back to me. You know, like, so that was just bliss for me, knowing that like I get to have her and keep her like forever. Like, that was really just bliss for me. Yeah, you know, it's like. Yeah, it's a blessing.
It was a nice moment, you know, and that night it taught me something. Like I was just like, if we didn't have a solid friendship, I feel like that night could have been awkward and maybe I would have felt disappointed or something, you know. But it was just two friends communicating with each other, trying to figure out like, okay, what happens, like. What's going on? Why is this not going?
Having no unrealistic expectations of each other.
Yes, not putting pressure on each other.
I'm not expecting you to be one sex expert.
Yes, or one Jackie Chan or whatever.
Start pulling out stunts and moves and whatever. And counting how many hours.
Exactly. Instead, we just laughed about things that could have. Maybe it would have turned out some other way.
Who is judging who here?
Exactly, no judgment.
Exactly.
Exactly. You know, we just laughed about some things, tried to figure out, you know. Yeah, but overall, we had a nice honeymoon experience. We had a pleasant honeymoon experience. I enjoyed it, you know. That rest that I knew we needed, that rest I was looking forward to, we had it, like to the fullest, to the max. We enjoyed it, you know. So, guys, that's it about our wedding night. We hope you took something out of the video, and we hope you found it funny as we did. You get it was actually nice to relive this moment, because I feel like if I don't talk about it now, I may even forget. You get so like, I'm telling you, I'm already forgetting. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for going through this,
for coming to do good for coming to do amebo.
Yes, yeah, thank you, baby, for filming with me. Yes.
Okay. Because I'm like, I hope this flies.
What flies?
The video now.
Okay, flies in terms of what?
But those that are getting calls from left, right, say, what did you just put out?
We hope not.
Take that video down now.
We did our best. We didn't. We're not explicit. Yes, and we didn't give unnecessary details. Yes, yeah. So we hope, So thank you.
We're natural.
Yeah, we're natural. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching.
Wholesome.
I don't know. I just feel like giving you a hug. Like, oh, like. Now this one will say, take that.
that loud.
I don't know, I just like give you a hug, like, oh. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please like the video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe and share. Until next time.
Hello. Happy waiting. More grace to endure the journey.
Yes. I will see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.